Okay. Okay, we here. Yes, we are. We are here. Yes, we are. We are here. Now, I want to talk about Brother Polite. Brother Polite took a plea to 7 years for doing some sick stuff to a woman he was messing with, daughter. And when you see these type of things, it's some sick stuff for a man to infiltrate into a woman's life and touch their kids. But I don't understand how women don't see this coming. So you meet a guy that's so-called nice to you and want to do things for you and your daughter, and then they want to spend time alone with your daughter. You women will let a complete stranger that you only knew for a certain period of time take your child to the store, a daughter. Take them to the store and spend a significant amount of time without you in the presence. Man, there's sick guys out there. It's sick guys out there. And I can't do nothing but really, like, I'm blaming the mothers. Yeah, he was wrong. He was sick. He was wrong. Yes, he's wrong. But I'm blaming the mothers. Y'all meet any man looking for love and allow them to have a significant presence around your daughter. Do you understand that you don't know what's on a guy's mind? You don't know what the guy is thinking, but because you're so much looking for love, you allow any man to spend time with your daughter. And this is happening all over the world because women want love so much, they allow any man to come and build a relationship with their daughter. And if you think about it, you want to blame the man that you brought around. Why not get to know the man outside of bringing your children involved in the situation before you want to bring your children with the man before you know him? I don't get that. And then you're upset because you traumatized your daughter. You traumatized your daughter. Yeah, the guy is sick and he's wrong, but you brought that man around. You brought him around. You chose to spend time with him looking for love, listening to the lies he was telling you. How do y'all continue to do this? You want love that bad that you meet a man that tells you the stars, the moon, and everything is great, and you allow this man to get next to your daughter to do something sexual, and now all you say is, you messed up my child's life. No, you messed up your child's life. You had the opportunity not to deal with the guy. You had the opportunity to be next to your child and involved with your child before you went looking for love. You were looking for love. And if you listen to the audio that she said, oh, I brought you around my daughter. I thought you was going to show her how to love her mother. And no, that's your job. You bringing a man that you just meet involved in your child's life and expecting him to bring your life together with your child. And when he does some nasty creep stuff, he messed up the child. No, you did. You brought that man around. And I'm not gonna say that I agree in any way what the man did. I don't agree with the man did. He's a sick freak for that. But the bottom line is, you women are bringing these people around your kids. Get to know the people before you bring the people around your kids. Get to know these people. It takes more than just you going out a few times and the person buying you some nice things and making you feel good, humping on you a few times before you get to know somebody. You don't have to have your child as a daughter alone with a man, even if you've known the person for a long time. Why does a man that you have a relationship with have to be alone with your daughter? Y'all are messing the kids up. Y'all are bringing this upon the kid. The man would have never been around your daughter if you would have never been looking for love, listening to what he was telling you. And that's real stuff. But don't nobody want to say it like that. Don't nobody want to hit the nail in the coffin and say, hey, the mom brought this man around and expected this man to conduct himself and take your daughter out because you so-called wanted a strong father figure or whatever you was thinking that he was going to be to your daughter to make your relationship stronger and let the mom know that she loves you and all these other things. But y'all are bringing these men around. I'm blaming the mother. You can cry all you want when it's time for the man to get sentenced as he pled guilty, but you brought that man around. And don't nobody want to admit it. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm not going to be sugarcoating it because you see it too often. A woman looking for love, bringing a guy around that you really don't know his sexual preferences, and then you leave him with your daughter. The men out here half are sick. You're leaving men around your daughter and expecting them to conduct themselves when the child is running around, probably got half-ass clothes on, and you got sickos that you don't even know. I'm blaming the mom. I'm blaming the mom. The guy is a creep. Yes, I will agree to that. But the mom brought this man around her child. Stop bringing any old men around your kids. Every time you meet a man and you get into a relationship, they don't have to be spending quality time with your daughter. That's your daughter. Why does this man have to spend quality time with the daughter? What, you trying to make the dad mad that she's hanging out with another man? That's what it seems like to me, because when women go through things with the dad and they have relationship issues, they want to cling on any guy they get to try to show the child love. And then look at the guy that they're messing with as he's going to be the savior. And when he turn around and do some sick freak shit, you looking like, oh, I trusted you. Why are you trusting men around your daughters? Stop meeting these guys and trusting men around your daughters, man. It should be known that you can't trust new guys around your daughter. You're leaving your daughter to be subjected to build a relationship with a freak, and you don't know if he's molding your daughter the whole time. Sick stuff. But y'all continue to meet men looking for love and leave them around your daughter, man. I'm blaming the mom. I'm not going to say the guy wasn't wrong, because he was totally wrong. Sick freak. Sick. But I'm blaming the mom. You brought that man around your child, man. But don't nobody want to put it like that. When the situation is real bad and it's at this point, don't nobody want to say, what about the mom bringing this man around? Stop bringing any old guy around expecting them to fill shoes and to fill your love void. And then when it turns into this here, you looking surprised. Your daughter is traumatized for life. You brought that man around. So believe that she's going to think about that. How did you meet the person that traumatized you? From my mom. But y'all want to hide that. Don't nobody want to say that. The child is going to always remember that I met this person because of my mother. They're not going to say that, oh, I just met this person at the store and I was outside and then somehow I bumped into this person. No, I met this person because they were in a relationship with my mother, because my mother brought them around. However the relationship became, your parent always ends up bringing the person around that sexually abuses the child. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to say the real thing. That's the real. If you stop going out here bringing people into your life around your children before you have a full view of the person, I don't think these things would happen so often. But they're happening very often. We only know about the ones that we know about because they're in the public eye, man. And that's real. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to be real about that. It's sad now that the child is going to be traumatized for life. Now anybody she meets, she's going to be saying, this person did this to me. But the mom introduced this person to her daughter and then allowed the guy to take the daughter to the store and spend time with her alone. Like, come on, man. When you see that a guy wants to build a relationship with your daughter above a lot of things, you should be questioning things. You should have questions right then and there. If a guy wants to build a relationship with your daughter upon all things, you should be questioning that. Why do you want a relationship with my daughter so bad? Because you think he's going to save her? Because you think he's going to teach her right? The daughters are going to learn from the mother. They're going to follow after the mother. So just because you meet a man, stop putting the responsibility onto the man to make sure that your daughter has that figure. If your daughter doesn't have that figure from the person you had a child with, either it's he doesn't want to deal with the child, you might have done something happened along the line, but you can't go out and expect a total different person that you meet to have the relationship of the person that you had the child with. And now you put in this person in the child's life and you don't know what type of sexual fantasies they have. I wonder when y'all are going to get that. I wonder when women are going to say, hold up. This is my time with the person. I don't have to have the involvement with my child. That old, oh, if you love me, you got to love my child too. You're putting your daughters in harm's way, man. Now, when you're not around, your child's interacting with this person at times that you don't know. What about that? What about when the child is interacting with this person that you have relations with without you knowing? You don't know what's on that man's mind. You putting your child in danger. You're putting your child in danger. But they don't want to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the real. The man was sick for what he did. Take nothing from that. But the mother introduced the man to the child. She was looking for love. He told her a whole bunch of fantasies. She bought the fantasies so that he can get next to the daughter. But don't nobody see that. She bought the fantasies so he can get next to the daughter. He probably was attracted to the daughter more than he was attracted to her. But if you say that to her, she wouldn't believe it. He was nice to the daughter and nice to you because he was attracted to your child. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to say the real. This is real stuff. You meeting guys, however you meet them, on the internet, on the street, anywhere. Stop bringing them to be involved with your daughters. Stop leaving random men that trying to sell you a dream to be with your daughter. You are causing the pain on your daughter. But don't nobody want to speak on that. Don't nobody want to tell the real. That it's your fault that you brought this man around your daughter. Your daughter would have never had any encounters with this man if you didn't bring him around your daughter. And your daughter's a child, so if you're going to leave your child with a grown man that you don't know, and then something happens, you blame the man, but you brought the man around. This is the same old story over and over again, man. But nobody's want to hold the mothers accountable. The mothers should be held accountable too. If you bringing a man around your daughter when you know that you don't know what kind of sexual fantasies a man has, and this man sitting around your daughter, excuse me, and then do something to your daughter, all you want to do is say it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault that he did this. But you brought the man around your daughter. And they continue to do this. You looking for love that much that you want to bring any man you meet around your daughter and let them go to the store with your daughter, go over here to the daughter. They're doing boyfriend-daughter dates. Now, the child has a personal relationship with the man, and you don't know what kind of sick fetishes that the man has at all. The child's texting the guy, talking on the phone with the guy all times of night, but you don't know because they're building a personal relationship, and you act like this is okay. I'm in a relationship with the man, so he can have the relationship with my daughter. That's how you looking at it. This is crazy, man. The mother should have some accountability. And I bet that if the mother would have accountability, a lot of this would be attacked different. You keep bringing any man around your child, leaving a man with your child, and expecting a man to say he's not going to touch your child. You don't know what that man's thinking. You don't know what type of sick fetishes they have. The man is looking at you, but probably really looking at your damn daughter. Really thinking about your daughter. This is some real stuff. But they don't want to talk about this. They don't want to hear this. This ain't what they want to hear. They just want to say the man was sick, he shouldn't have did it. Who brought the man around? How did the man end up inside the household? Because the mom was looking for love. She wanted love that bad, she brought this man around. Now this is real. I wish that some of y'all with teenage daughters out there would say to yourself, no matter who I meet, I don't want them to have a relationship with my child like that. But people always got it, the women got it in their mind that you got to love me and you got to love my child. Yeah, when you get that guy that's showing you and your child and showing your daughter some extra love, and then he want to do some extra sick stuff to her, now you looking at it like, oh, you touched my daughter. Come on, man. It's the same old scenario, and then you look at the man like he's just totally wrong. Yeah, he's a sick freak. He's wrong. But you brought that man around. That man would have never been around your daughter if you wasn't looking for love. If you wasn't trying to find an emotional attachment somewhere in your life. That man would have never been around your daughter. But don't nobody want to say nothing about that. Don't nobody want to keep it real with that. Don't nobody want to say she should have never brought that man around. And that's happening all over the world. Every time you turn around, women are looking for love for somebody, and they bring some guy around their daughter, and he ends up touching the daughter. The daughter becomes a teenager wearing half-ass clothes, and he's around here looking at your daughter more than he's looking at you. He don't even want your box. He wants your daughter's box. Your box is played out. He want a new box. But y'all don't see that. And y'all let anybody take your daughter to the store, take your daughter to the mall, have conversations with your daughter without you. Y'all leave them in the house with these guys. Y'all having movie night without you. Go out somewhere and the guy's in the house with your child. It's the same shit, man. It's the same shit, man. And it's like real played out, but you women are looking for so much love, y'all causing that pain on your daughters. You looking for so much love, y'all are causing that pain on your daughters. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If she would have never brought that man around, this would have never happened to her child. You could have went on dates and hung out with that man by yourself. Get somebody to watch your daughter. Why does your daughter have to be involved in the relationship that you trying to make? Why? Because a man got to love you as much as he love your daughter? Then when he go touch your daughter, you're looking all crazy. Your daughter's traumatized because of you. You can try to put that in the back of your head and say, oh no, it's this man's fault. He did it, but you brought this man around your daughter. Your daughter's traumatized because you introduced a sexual pedophile to your daughter. You got parts in this. You could have avoided this situation. This situation could have been totally avoided if you would have spent your time with the man and kept your time separate with your daughter. But y'all looking for love for you and your daughter. Somebody got to love you and your daughter. You got to love me as much as you love my kids. But don't know it might be a sick guy thinking about messing with your damn kid. This is happening over and over. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to keep it real with that. This is what's going on in the world. The sick freaks really don't even want y'all. Y'all are older, elastic stretched out. They want your daughter. But y'all don't want to believe that. When you got daughters and they living in a household with you, you got to watch who's left around your daughters, man. Every man you meet, I really think no guy, if he's not the father of your child, should be left alone with your daughter. That's just how I feel. I don't want to be left alone with nobody's daughter. No guy should, if you meet a guy and he's really intrigued about being involved with your daughter, you need to question that. Why do you want to be so involved with my daughter? That should be a question to self, ladies. That should be a question to self. Why does this man want to be so involved with my daughter? Don't misjudge that. Don't put that to the back of your mind. Don't say I don't want to address that. Address that. Make the man feel uncomfortable. Why you want to be so comfortable with my daughter? If he want to deal with you, you'll see he want to deal with you. But don't have a man so comfortable to have a personal relationship with your daughter. Don't do that. Because the guy going to end up doing something weird, some sexual pedophile stuff, and then you looking like, oh, why did this happen? You brought the man around your daughter. Straight up. It's your fault. You could have chose to spend your own quality time with the man. You could have chose that. But you felt that my daughter needed to have this figure. And now when the man go out and touch your daughter, you like, oh my God, what happened? Why did you do this? I trusted you. Why did you go trust him? If you know this is commonly to happen in the world, why did you go trust him? That's some real stuff, man. But this ain't getting addressed right. This needs to get addressed better. This needs to get addressed better. Like, for real. The man did some sick stuff. Sick. He got the 7 he deserved. He got the 7 he deserved. And he gonna feel that 7. Throughout that bit, he gonna feel that. If he don't ride that out in PC, he gonna feel that. Trust me. A public figure messing with kids, he gonna feel that. He's not gonna get embraced in jail. Trust and believe he is not gonna get embraced. Nobody's embracing that man in jail. But women, stop bringing men around your daughters, man. That's just the real, man. I hope that this video will touch some people, somebody, to understand that stop bringing men around your daughters. You want love. Have your love on your own time. You chose to have kids. You chose to control the situation with your kid. You don't have to bring men around your kids to fill whatever void you're looking for. You might get a guy that's looking at your kid more than he's looking at you. The guy might be totally interested in your child more than he's interested in you. And now your child is going to endure this pain that they're going to have for life because you introduced this man to your child because you were looking for love. And this is real. Everything that I'm going to talk about when I talk about on my channel is going to be real. I'm not going to get a sugarcoat to it. That's just not what I'm going to do. I'm giving it straight raw, man. And I'm calling it how I see it. If you feel me, subscribe to the channel, like channel, comment, whatever. But I'm keeping it real. The man would have never had the opportunity to do anything to her daughter if she wouldn't allow that man to take the child to the store, go off and have personal conversations with the child. He was grooming her. That's what happens. When you allow a grown adult to spend quality time with your daughter, they end up grooming them. They end up totally grooming them. And then you want to put it in the back of your mind that you brought this man around your child. All you want to think is, I trusted him. Why are you trusting random men you meet? Nobody in life is to be trusted. You can't even trust somebody that you tell you love. So how are you going to meet somebody and start trusting them? How are you just going to randomly meet someone and start trusting them? I hope somebody takes a look at this video, share this video, get it out there. And it might resonate with somebody like, hold up, I don't need to be having men around my daughter spending time without me. Why does this man want to take my daughter to the store and do things with my daughter? Does the man have kids of his own? Is he doing that with his own kids? But he wants to do this with my kids? He has so much energy for my daughter, but don't nobody want to see that. Man, it ain't about the setback, man. It's about the get back, man. Now.